Hey y'all, what is going on? How are you doing today? I hope you have had an amazing week. I'm gonna just go ahead and get straight to it because so y'all, today was the season 1 finale of Wicked City, and child, it was good. A lot happened. And so I just kind of want to give like a quick review. I don't want to do like a long-winded, whatever and whatnot. So I'm just gonna give y'all like kind of my thoughts on it, and then also give you like a brief synopsis of what happened, because kind of the main stuff was like periodically through the episode. It wasn't like boom, 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 boom. The whole episode was just like bam, 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 bam. So basically, the plot of the episode has Camille going to find Claudette. She goes to the house because she's able to find it on the internet, and Tabitha is gone. And so Jordan is trying to get in contact with Tabitha because, oh, my girl Jordan has a dream about the handler. So my girl's powers are starting to grow. And so she talks to Caden, and Caden can't get in contact with Tabitha, neither can Jordan. So Jordan decides to go ahead and go to Tabitha's house. And so, of course, she finds Tabitha there. So then, they all confront Sherise, and Sherise is like, yeah, I knew, I was there when it happened, whatever. Jordan goes off. Like, Jordan reads this girl beneath the ground. Do you understand me? And so they all decide that they're gonna help, and Claudette comes up with this plan. She's gonna try to steal Camille's magic, as well as her own magic that was put in Camille. Camille kind of like double crosses her, and she gives her the magic back because she had a vision where she talked to her mother, and her mama was like, Claudette is really dangerous, but Camilla's like, okay, this is what we need to do anyway. The handler is in town. Sherise entrances Taj to leave and forget about her. She's like, you gonna hate me, don't even be worried about me. And so then in the end, the handler comes up when they're doing this spell to, contain Claudette. And so in the process of all of that happening, Darlitra's collar comes off. And so she's free at this point. And so the handler is like taunting them and whatnot. And so he stabs Claudette, and Caden gets Claudette out, and the circle broke. The protective circle broke because Camille, was like, oh my God, what do we do? And so, in the end, y'all, I'm giving you like a very quick run through. Like, this is not all that happened in the episode. I just kind of want to give you like a brief run through. And so then at the end, the handler ends up taking Sherise because he can sense her power. And Caden heals Claudette, and Claudette killed Caden. Claudette actually killed her own sister. It was a lot. Like, the whole episode was just a lot. So the reason that I really want to do wanted to do like a brief kind of review today is because I'm gonna be doing a like full length like interview review type thing like I did for episode 5, and I'm gonna be doing it with someone else. So I felt like I just kind of want to give you my thoughts on the episode before we do that, so that it's like us talking, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like us having a conversation. Y'all, when I tell y'all that episode was so good, I wrote so many notes, and I'm sorry, I know y'all probably like, we want to hear about the episode, but I just, oh my God, like, one of my favorite things that happened this episode is that we learn more about Darlitra and her power. So I really enjoyed Darlitra as a character. I really do. I didn't think I was going to take to her like that, but I really enjoy her. And so basically Darlitra has the power to absorb magic, and she can take it into herself. She can transfer it. She can do all kinds of stuff with it, which is, I mean, like, my God, that's like omega level mutant power right there. So that's why the handler wanted her. And so Claudette actually has her on a leash herself, but the handler is the one who limited Darlitra's ability to absorb magic, so she can only take it to a certain extent now. She can't do it, you know, to the full extent. We also get more kind of like background on the council and Claudette and Caden. And so Claudette and Caden, when they were little, their family was actually killed by the council because their family could do death magic. But Claudette was the only one that could do death magic out of her and her sister. And Caden has like healing abilities. The council actually took them and molded them into what they wanted them to be. So that's why Caden became like an enforcer, and Claudette like was put on the council herself. And I was like, what? But here's the thing about Claudette. So Claudette also told Camille that the handler is the one that killed Darlitra's brother. And so I was like, am I tripping? Or did we see Claudette kill that man? So that's why kind of like everything else that Claudette said, I was like, can we really trust that? You know what I mean? Like, I hated being like that with my girl because I do like Claudette, but I was like, I literally at this point do not believe a word that's coming out of her mouth. Like, I genuinely felt like, because Claudette is such a good liar, I really felt like she could have been telling Camille a lie. Like, the entire story really could have been made up and none of us would have been the wiser. And so I don't know, but I still love the scene because Claudette like put some emotion behind that. Like, almost like if it's not true, I don't know what to tell you, because she made me feel like it really was. But with her, you always have to be a little bit cautious. And then let me tell you something, because this was so interesting to me. Camille got a little bit too comfortable with Claudette. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit too comfortable. Because when I tell you, she was like sitting back, relaxing. Now mind you, Claudette is holding her hostage at this point. And Camille is just like, yeah. Like she's just listening to her. She eating popcorn, eating her a cup of yogurt, drinking some water. And I'm like, Camille, that's Claudette. I understand that's your mama, but girl, come on. And so we also learned that Claudette was told that Camille was executed by the council. And so Claudette was like looking for revenge this whole time because she thought her baby was dead. And I'm like, oh, that would make sense why she never went looking for her, because she thought she was, you know, dead. Okay, so and another thing is, I thought that the handler was gonna go after Jordan because love my Sherise down, and of course her power is very powerful and very useful. In terms of like what the power can do, I feel like Jordan and Sherise are on the same level, because being able to sense magic, like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, imagine if the handler, I'm sure he can already sense powerful magic. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously he can because he sensed it in Sherise. What I'm saying is, it's like, imagine having someone else that you can just like, you have another form of being able to find magic. You have another form of being able to hunt it down. Baby, he would have been made in the shade. And so I really thought he was gonna go for her, but it makes sense to go for Sherise because the ability to just control people like that, like, I don't know what the handler's full power set is, but the fact that he, you know, I'm sure he would need someone that could like entrance people and entice people to do whatever he wants them to do. I feel so bad for Sherise because Sherise just, it's like things just go to worse, from bad to worse for her, because she's always trying to fix something, but it's like she just gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into it. So now she done lost Taj, she done lost her friends, and now she's lost her freedom. I'm like, she lost Tabitha. It's like, my girl cannot catch a break. And unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, it's fully, you know, her doing. And she was like, you know, I hate to admit it, but I did it all for the power. And I thought she was gonna say she did it because she hated Camille. I really did. But when she said for the power, I was like, and I don't know. I still feel like that's a better storyline for Jordan. But I'm gonna get into that. I'm going to get into that when I do like my season review. So be on the lookout for that. But y'all, the episode was so good. The episode was so good. And I didn't even realize like how much I love Angela and like her chaotic energy. Like when everybody else is like super tense and just like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Angela's like, I just thought of something. Like Angela be chilling. She be chilling in the cut. Do you understand me? And so I didn't realize how much I was gonna love her. I love everybody. I love the whole cast. Okay. Mona, love my girl down. Mona is like this much on my nerves because like I get the whole not wanting to be a part of magic thing, and so it's like I'm on the fence so bad with her because I understand why she doesn't want to be around magic. I mean, she literally has died as a result of it. She doesn't feel right. She still feels out of sorts. Now her life is in danger, the life that she got back from magic. And so it's like I get it, but it's just the way she's acting towards everybody, just dry and mean. And I'm just like, girl, these supposed to be your friends. You gotta buckle up. You gotta buckle up, honey. You got to. You gotta put your big girl panties on. You gotta, you know, ride that wave. And it was so sweet seeing Camille and her mama. But okay. The scene when she saw her mama still felt a little like it was missing something, but I don't know what it was. I feel like, I don't know. I can't put my finger on like what it was. It was the fact that like she skated past who killed her. She was like, yeah, I know who it is, but that's a story, you know, that takes longer than we have right now. And I was like, what? And so it just, I don't know. It's almost like there was a weird disconnect almost. And like Camille wasn't like running to see her. Like she was just basically kind of like, girl, I'm in trouble. I need to talk to you. What's going on? You know, and she was like, why did you lie to me? And so it's like the emotion was there, but it just felt very disjointed to me for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the scene and I'll be able to give y'all a little bit more insight as to why I feel like that. And then what was so fun? Okay. Y'all, I love Sherise because Sherise, even after all of this, now she done cried to Taj, she done wiped his memory, well not wiped his memory, but she done enticed him to not want to talk to her anymore and hate her and all this and that. And she then took back everything, wishing she never did any of it. But when she saw Camille, this is what I love about Sherise. Like 100%. This is the one place she is super consistent. When she saw Camille, and Camille tried to throw her shade about Sherise working with Claudette, Sherise doubled down in everything and was like, if you hadn't come here, none of this would have happened. And I was like, Sherise, baby. I was like, Sherise, come on now. We kind of past that. We are sort of past if Camille hadn't come. We have moved on. That's not even on the radar anymore. You know, because at this point we got too much going on. You are basically Claudette's lapdog. Camille is trying to figure out how to take this woman out that she just found out was her mama, who is also this most dangerous witch. Like Tabitha is dead. Like we you know, we ain't got time to be trying to blame Camille at this point. We just trying to right the wrong that was done. So, you know, but it was so funny to me, and I don't know why. Like I literally laughed when she saw Camille and was like, if you hadn't come, and I was like, Sherise, shut up. Oh, another thing, when Darlitra, okay, so at one point, you know, Darlitra gets free from her collar and whatever, And so they're doing like the protection circle. I think it was a protection circle. I was kind of confused on that. But either way, when they were doing that, they all had a stone and they were standing like in a circle, you know, around the pentagram. And Darlitra like very slowly goes and she picks up a rock and is like, because at this point, like the handler has Claudette, and so everyone is trying to contain them. And baby, let me tell you something. Darlitra said, I don't trust these folks just as much as I don't trust you, but I know which side I'm on right now, okay? And I need to pick up one of these rocks. And I said, okay. Darlitra's a smart girl. I like her. So I don't hope. When they get a season 2, I can't wait to see more of Darlitra and kind of learn more about her and see her, you know, because like her backstory was interesting because she's saying the handler like killed their family and then kidnapped her and her brother, which I didn't think that boy was actually her brother. I did not. And I don't know why. But for some reason in my mind, I thought that the boy was not really her brother and she just like called him brother for whatever reason. But no, he was like actually her brother. And so that was interesting. And I'm trying to think, what was I gonna say, y'all, when Caden, okay, if y'all watch Charmed, and if you watching me, you do watch Charmed, but when Caden went to go heal Claudette and she basically healed like a white lighter, I said, okay, not my Caden being a white lighter. So it was it was so interesting. Overall, I think that the episode was good. I really do. I think it was a solid episode. They did a lot of backstory. They gave us a lot of context on things. Even though I'm still on the fence about whether Claudette was telling the truth or not. They gave us a lot of backstory on things. They gave us a lot of context. You know, we get to meet the handler. We get to see Sherise be taken. You know, I mean, Claudette and then Caden. And so now Camille is back to being alone if Caden is really dead. Because because Claudette said something so interesting. Claudette said, you're not really dead or you won't really die or something like that. And so I don't know if she was trying to say like Caden is going to heaven or if she genuinely literally meant like Caden is not going to die. So I was very interested. It's going to be very interesting to see like if that line meant anything or if it was just like, you know, Claudette like caring about her sister going to the afterlife. Like I said, it was a good episode. I think that because they only have 6 episodes or had 6 episodes this season, that's kind of where you get into, you know, things feeling rushed a little bit. But again, we'll talk about all of that when I get into, you know, my full season review. But, you know, like this episode, I feel like I kind of feel like there wasn't really time for Camille to be held hostage. Even though they did save her fairly quick into the episode, I still feel like that shouldn't happen. I don't know. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and log on off. I don't know what I'm logging off of, but I'm going to log off. I hope that y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all have a great rest of the night. Be looking out for my YouTube live with someone else. And I'm also going to be uploading it on here. And that's going to be more of us like talking about the episode 6. And I hope y'all have a great weekend. Look out for my next video about my season kind of like review and overall. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.